What's up, y'all? I'm back with another mukbang. Finally, it's been a little bit. Welcome back to Mukbang Monday. If you are new here, welcome. I know I got some new subscribers on the cruise. I do mukbangs. I'm also going to be talking about the cruise, like my review, a little bit today while I'm doing this one. And I have my mukbang vlogs coming this week. We'll start publishing them, so stay tuned. But yeah, just letting you know, I do mukbangs. Here we are, eating some Five Guys. Talk about the Disney cruise I just went on. Second, I'm just gonna have to apologize. I'm disappointed in myself because I didn't do this, but I did not do a room service mukbang on the cruise. I don't know. It just got away with me. The whole thing. I don't know. Look, I failed. I don't even want to think about it or talk about it. Okay, I'm really mad. So, today I have Five Guys triple bacon cheeseburger with grilled onions, grilled mushrooms, jalapenos, extra barbecue sauce, my go-to, some Cajun fries, an Oreo shake here. Let me just pop the lid off. Oh, look at me making a mess. Start with dessert. Yeah. Thanks for subscribing. If you're new here, welcome to the family. And here we go. I'm really hungry. So let me get eating some and we'll talk about the cruise. It's been a long time since I've had my go-to burger at Five Guys. It's so good. Mmm. Man, I get the hiccups over here eating too fast. All right. I want to talk about this Disney cruise, y'all. I hadn't been on a Disney cruise since 2019. Finally made it back. Very excited for this Disney treasure. It's still in its inaugural year. It started sailing in December. I was excited for like the themes of different things in the ship. The color scheme. I love green. And there was just, it felt like there's a lot of green and like blue. I love green and blue. So, yeah. I was really excited to finally be back on a cruise. Now, the first cruises I did was on the Dream and the Fantasy. And those two are sister ships, if you don't know. If you are cruise fanatic, Disney cruise fanatics, you know that already. And so those were the two ships I've experienced before. And the Treasure. New, nice design, interior, the theming, beautiful. The carpets were like mesmerizing. They were so beautiful, vibrant. Like I just couldn't stop staring at them every time I come out of the elevator, come out, into anywhere. I was like, wow, this is like so pleasing. And then just like everything, the light fixtures, everything beautiful, beautiful. The theming in like the Haunted Mansion parlor, the Skipper Society, very good. Now, there were some things that I was frustrated about with this ship that I just gotta get off my chest. Okay? You know? I know everyone's different. And also, I guess they are providing like a variety of, they're not just like, okay, we're just gonna stick to the same layout. But that was something that frustrated me with this ship was The restaurants, the rotational restaurants felt smaller, more tight. The lounges were like more spread out, little like sporadic, I guess. There were so many times we tried to do something. Trivia. There were so many trivias we tried to do, and it was just packed in the Triton Lounge. And I was really bummed about that because that's something I hyped up to Cooper. It's like, oh, I can't wait to do all these trivias, blah, blah, blah. And really, we only got to do like 2. On the Fantasy and the Dream, they held a lot of that in the D Lounge, which was a lot bigger, held more people, and never had an issue going to, like, participating in different things. The elevator shafts, they got rid of one. There on the Dream of Fantasy, there's one right in that main atrium when you walk in. That's where the midship elevator shafts are. And they changed that to like a stage area. So it actually made the atrium feel smaller than I remember the Fantasy and the Dream feeling, because they closed that off where it was more open with for the elevator shafts. And then it went from 3, like 1 midship and then 1 forward, 1 aft, to only being 2. And then the elevators themselves felt tighter. They were kind of deeper, I think, but just felt like they were trying to fit too much in, or like a lot in. And you know what? You know what had so much space that did not need it? Those, I'm like really annoyed about it. But those jewelry shops, like, they were huge. You could have cut those down. Yeah, sorry. Like venting. My feelings are coming out a little bit. Because I like hyped this up. It was Cooper's first cruise ever. Disney cruise. Hyped up all this stuff about the trivia, the bingo, the this, the that. And then it was like really frustrating because we couldn't participate in a lot of the things that we wanted to do. Because it was so packed and crowded. And this is the kicker. This was under capacity. They're saying, I heard like 3,100, 3,200 was what we had. And the ship max capacity for guests is 4,000, I think. I need a spoon. I can't even imagine if that was at like max. So, well, just, oh, we're still going here. The adult area felt like much smaller. And they didn't have any music going. Like where the pool, adult pool, infinity pool, and bar, like no music going. And it just felt small. So on the Dream of the Fantasy, you know, it was like, that's where like Satellite Falls is. And I know the Dream just got remodeled a bit. So I think they actually made it a little bit smaller and expanded concierge area. Anyway, the adult area just felt bigger, more open. Where this felt like it was just like, you get the walking strip that goes around to the back and then keeps going around the back. It doesn't even connect back there to like get out of there. You have to come all the way back around to go out of the adult area. And there were times that like we went back there and it was just the infinity pool was packed. It wasn't that big. Then they have two, I don't know what you call them, soaking pools. I don't know. On the side where it just looks like a bench. And then there's like water that you could just put your feet in. And like very shallow. Like literally just your feet. So, I don't know. I just wasn't impressed with that. Another thing. And again, it's been since 2019 since I've been on a cruise. So, I don't know if the fantasy and the dream have changed this. But on pirate night, they would have an hour pirate buffet. I loved that. It was nice to get like some variety of something, after the pirate party and the fireworks. You had barbecue turkey legs. Like, I loved that because it was very unique and like I like barbecue. So they didn't have that. Honestly, the pirate show itself was not good. Like, I definitely didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it at all. They were just doing a bunch of rock covers where previously it was like a battle scene of like pirates taking over the ship and Jack Sparrow's like trying to like help us and like gets the gauntlet of whatever, and that's what he uses it, and that's what starts the fireworks off. And like this one was like dumb, very loud, screaming, almost singing, not singing but like screaming. And then I really liked being able to get really late night snacks and go out and watch the movies on the Funnel Vision, which is out on the like Jumbotron, out on the pool deck. It was fun to do that at night. Grab some chicken wings, some burgers, some fries or pizza, ice cream, whatever. Go out and do that, enjoy that. They didn't have that variety open late. The pizza was open the latest. The ice cream stopped at 10:30. Look, y'all, I'm like, why did you change these things? Because these were like the little things that made it like extra fun and extra memorable. To like go out with your friends and your family and be like, let's go grab some ice cream and go watch the thing later, in the evening. So the adult lounges, we're not planned well. So on the Dream and the Fantasy, they were all connected, all together. They flowed. You could go like, hey, I'm gonna go into this one. Cool, walk it. They're all right there. This one they were more spread out. The Skipper Society was kind of in a weird place between like the jewelry shops. Dumb. That was another thing that was hard to like do stuff in at times. And there's way too much traffic in between that of people trying to go walk one side or the other, or like use it to cut through to get to one side or the other. And then Sarabi was beautiful. A beautiful like venue or whatever you call it, a beautiful lounge. But on the Dream and the Fantasy, I would say the equivalent lounge on the Fantasy, for example, is the Tube. And that's like longer, one floor, but like wider, longer. So, and there's like a bigger dance floor. At Sarabi, they did like 2 levels. They don't even connect. Like you have to like leave fully to go down the stairs or elevator or something to the next floor below, then to go into the first floor of Sarabi if you want to participate. So no one on the second floor is participating in these shows, things. And yeah, it just didn't feel very well planned and thought out. So I'm trying to think. I'm like, what else can I complain about? No, I mean, these are all things that I think were just like disappointing from what I really loved and remember from the dream and the fantasy, and what I hyped out, or what drove me to like hype more how fun the cruise is going to be for Cooper. So the food also just felt, there was some good food. Actually, yeah, there was good food. I just felt like there was not as much good food as the other ships. So there were a lot of people that I talked to or other people talked to, and then were like, oh, I heard that from other people that agreed that just, they're like, yeah, the Fantasy's probably the best ship, which I'm like, okay, the Dream's like pretty similar. They're sister ships. It's just different theming of like the lounges and stuff. So I would say Dream or Fantasy. And that would be the next cruise I do. Dream or Fantasy. I do a battery swap here real quick. Now, the cast members, phenomenal. I loved it. I mean, I love them. They really make the experience. Definitely cried saying goodbye to my homies, Arancha, Jorge. They were our dinner servers. Regina, our room hostess. Loved them. And then just like throughout the ship, like amazing service, amazing people, fun, happy, like, and really just creating that Disney magic. So beautiful interior, beautiful designed fixtures, just everything, lighting, all of it. Just some poor layout changes. And really, I'm like, why do these jewelry stores need to be this big? Who's out here? There's so many times that we walk by empty, 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 empty. Like glad they made these stores so huge. So, overall, I don't know if I'd go back on the Treasure. But definitely need to find out where the fantasy and dream. All right, I think the dream is still doing the Bahamian. I need some of this. I hope I don't have stuff in my mustache. I love Oreo milkshakes. Well, that's it, y'all. Thank you for joining and watching. Hit the like below if you enjoyed this mukbang. Subscribe for more content and turn the notification bell on so you can be notified when I do publish more. And again, cruise vlogs start going up this week, so stay tuned. Can't wait to share what we got into. Have a great rest of your Monday night. Have a great week, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.